Morning guys, what time are we on? 10:30. Didn't bother waking up in the morning. Dropped Grandad down to Dawlish. When I was dropping him there, I seen somebody in the spot on the big lake. You know, well, not exactly in the spot I've been mainly fishing, but just up from that. So it'll be interfering with him, and I'll be able to see him. So I ain't gonna fish that today. I'm gonna fish the small horseshoe on the top. And then this evening, let's hope he's not keen as mustard like I am. I've reviewed the footage, you know, that we caught of that little eel session, and that bite isn't like anything I've seen before. You know, you could say, oh yeah, it's a carp coming through the line, and it's gone zzz and stopped and gone, oh, there's line on me, and then gone again a little bit, and then gone again a little bit. But no, that's not what it is. That is an eel bite, trust me. Definitely felt like, you know, if you think about an eel can swim backwards just as fast as it can swim forwards. If it took that bait and it's zzz, zzz, it was 3 good pulls. So I reckon it's grabbed it and it's pulled back on it, and that's what's ticked off. And then tomorrow's the last day, and we're not staying until the night there, so my eel session tonight needs to be bang on if we're gonna get one. But anyway, I'll meet you down on Horseshoe. All I'm going to take is 2 loaves of bread, because they were on the top yesterday, weren't they? Midday, I caught that one on the top as well. Let's hope we don't blank there. So I'll meet you down there. Cheers, guys. Throwing some bread in here. There's not much coming up for it, apart from this swan, and he's so bold. Look at him, look, he's coming right up to me. You know, out my bloody hand. You got to befriend the swan. They can have your finger, you know. Let's see, should we try and get it to take it out my hand? Oh my god, oh, he's gonna have my finger off. Got to be done, mind. And he's jammy. I bet he'll bend his neck in to say, oh yeah, I can't take it from there, and then he'll have me finger. Oh. But yeah, he's bold. He come right up to me. He said, nah mate, you feed me. What do I do? I've seen 2 lurking down there, and he's gonna go in after the rest of it. That's why I stood just here. Because I thought, nah, I'll try and stand my ground. And now there's carp taking the bread. Oh. He wants to wash it down with a bit of water. A few carp taking there, just getting the confidence up, and then Mr. Swan. We'll let him go for the minute, he might get full up. And until then, just down here. I'm on the small horseshoe, by the way. Yeah, there's carp taking down here. Yeah, there's 2 down there, so looks as though there's some this end and they're not being bothered by anything. So I might get down there. I'll just get set up and then we'll see what happens. Oh, there's 3. I've just spotted 3. Right, there's some moving over there. Lads, he's got a twig attached to him down there. Oh, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm in amongst it here. Right, let's try and get him in. I'll try and show him to you. I managed to get the twig off. So there we go, lads. I came to the original spot that I baited up. And 1 bit of bread, didn't put any other bait in. And it's a good job I didn't. I think what's happening is the Canada geese come over, and these carp like to get there before the Canada geese. It worked out for the best. The geese help. There we go. And they're getting smaller. I'll have to hold him up the camera. There we go. So he's got hardly any scales as well. Now I've caught him, I can show you a few little tricks with bread, how to use it, but I'll get him back straight away. Let me show you what I'm up to here. I've got 10-pound line straight through, and this I've actually upped the hook size there. That's a size 8. But the most important thing is how you put the bread on. So I'll go grab some bread. What I like to do is get a big bit of bread, so I'll take the crust off, throw that in for the fishies, and a big bit like that. And all I do, especially if you want to cast some distance, I just put the hook over the bread, flip it once, and crimp it like a pasty. And what that does is it leaves an air bubble in the middle, so it'll float on top. And then what you can do to add weight is dip it in the water once before you cast it, and that'll add weight, and you've got buoyancy there, and then engulf it. So I might have to try the other side of the lake now with me floaty bit of bread. Oh, well chuffed. Guys, I'm back, and I was originally fishing in that spot, and I caught the other fish down here. Now I'm in this little pogo. It looked like an orange kind of fish, and it had a little taste of my bread. And that swan was so funny. On the other side of the lake there was a woman, and she knew she was cheesing me off because she started feeding it in the pond right next to me, and she was going, "Samson, Samson," and it attacked her. Oh, Samson. Yeah, that's what you get. I don't know why the Queen loves him so much. Oh. So, as I was taking the piss out of that lady going, "Samson, Samson," I just fucking one. I just missed a bite. He took all the bread. Keep my eye out for Samson, the brute, and all his little minions and Canada geese. Look at this koi. Oh my God, I want that fish. Oh, mate. Well, guys, he is so spooky. He must get targeted all the time, being so orange. But I did not know he was in here. My God, he's so bright. But what he is, he took a few bits of bread, but he's so spooky. He's coming over. And he's turning around. I'm gonna be super quiet. I'm sure he thinks I'm gone, you know. He doesn't really know I'm here, he just knows that the bread's there, and I think he's freaking out a bit. But there's my bit of bread. He is taking some, so I'm just gonna wait until he comes through and try and be as quiet as possible. Even the others are spooky. You know, the ones that aren't as vibrant, so they know as well.
Audio Jungle.
Well lads, I think it's a little bit of a lost cause here. I did last ditch attempt, just try and chuck a bit of bread at its nose. It looked at it and then it swam straight off. You think about how many times that fish has been targeted, how many times it's had to learn not to take the bait. I started off behind that tree and I baited up along. First attempt, he sucked at the bait and then he spat it out. He went off it. Wasn't enough to nab him, but oh my god, could you imagine? That would have been first attempt. I will call this fish the impossible fish for the minute. Well, that was an epic afternoon. I'm back at the big lake. I've got my bait here and some corn and some meat, and I'll chuck it in around the spot. It's about 3 o'clock now, so I'm going to head back after baiting this spot up, have a shower, probably pick Grandad up at some point. Back here for the late afternoon, evening, and I've already chucked some bait in on the eels as well. But the sun's so hot, it really put them off. They're finicky as hell. Honestly, you can see them, but yeah. Anyway, let's bait up. Back, and there's some carp on the spot that I baited up. There was a big one that come right down in front of me here. I've managed to just get my rig in the water out there, but they're definitely having it. There's a few in this bay. This is the same as last night. Let's just hope this time round I can get one. Right guys, I'm back for all the wrong reasons. Drastic times, call for drastic measures. I was thinking about it yesterday, you know, all that black silkweed. And I was bringing strands of it up as well, black strands. And I've just seen 2 or 3 carp come down on the ball of ground bait that I've like mushed around the lead. You know, and I put my bait in there and I brought it back and my rig was out straight. And nothing had taken it. I got 12-pound fluorocarbon on there, but in my bag, and what I was using for the eels, the old sea line, Ultima F1, and it's black. The black could come across as a strand of rotten silkweed, and no doubt that the floor is black down there anyway, from what I've been dragging in. I had to do something because yesterday I got absolutely beat up on here. They were all over me like a rash and I didn't get one. So let's see if that little rig change, and like I say, they're still short, real short rig body. If I don't catch anything after mucking about with this, if they're just not taking it, I'll be very annoyed. But the stakes are high now. I need one more out of this big lake, because it's my last day tomorrow and I don't think I'm going to get one tomorrow day here. If you don't see me now until night time, that means I haven't caught when I'll be starting the eel in. So I'll speak to you in a bit. Wish me luck. Lads. Hook's come out in the net. God, that was lucky. A hell of a scrap, and this is last knockings, lads. And I did it, I can't believe it. Get a closer look. So near on a full common, just one scale missing. I worked hard for him, and it's behaving himself, this one. So, thank you, my beauty. Lovely job. Right, we'll get into the evening session. Try for one of them eels, how about that? Lovely job. Oh. put her on the mat quickly. There she is, in all her glory, and she's a long one. We'll slip her back. Well, I'm on the eel session and it's just starting to get dark now. What I've done with my rod is I've got it slightly higher this time round, so the rod will absorb some of the bounces as well. Might not feel that as much. If it was straight to it, you know, and it was pulling zzz, then there's definitely no give. But I've backed the ratchet right off. Still can't do what I want with the bay alarm and let the bay alarm go and just have the alarm having the loose line, you know, ticking out, because then that's no resistance. But yeah, wouldn't it be no good with an alarm here anyway, because I'm not pushing it too much, but you know, it's twilighty. I'll fish it an hour into dark. That's not night fishing. And I'm chuffed with the amount of carp that I've had out of it, because don't forget, I blanked last year, and I think it was a similar time, so it's probably definitely down to the spawning. They weren't having anything today. On to eels. So I've got the rod tip raised up a bit, and just means that, you know, if I stand here, you know, I can see that. I can see that bouncing, so that's okay. What's going to have to do? You know, it's still bouncing there now, so if I get an inquiry, once that stops, if I get a slight inquiry, I'll know of anything going for it. Bats just flew past my head. So we got the vibe going last night, didn't we? The ratchet ticked off and we had the red light on the go as well, and it was all, you know, which is what it's meant to be. It was amazing. Let's just hope tonight it happens, you know. I'm going to shut up. I'm going to watch me rod, see for any of those little bounces or little ratchet runs. We've pre-baited the swim. There's bats flying around. It's a humid night. There's no moon. It's silent. We gotta catch an eel, haven't we? I'll speak to you in a bit, guys. Just had a single pull down on the rod tip. Definitely wasn't a carp in the line or anything. It was bouncing like and then it took. Well, guys, just that one inquiry. Think about rigs. The trouble is with using a small hook, you know, and a small bit of bait, is they can engulf it, and you know, when you think about how, you know, they're a slow-growing fish. If I get a biggie and it swallows it down, I'd feel guilty as hell. So that's why I'm sticking with these circle hooks. Circle hooks is something I've never used before, but there is a good chance, like 99% of the time, it will hook them in the lip. And once you get your hands on one of those circle hooks, you can understand why. You can see it. It's quite difficult to explain, but right, guys, if I don't see you with an eel in hand, I'll see you in the morning. How about that? The last day. Let's see if we can get one for the last one. I want to do my outro with a nice little carp in my hands, but we'll see. I'll see you later, guys. Cheers. It's the last morning, and I said to Grandad I'd meet him at 12. There's some, oh look at this lot. That is a very bad sign. Very bad sign. Spawning time for the carp. So they're spawning. It's the last morning. I really want to fish to end the caravan carping on. The eel session, well, that was weird. There was so much activity that night. You know, I was getting loads of pulls, the bait was getting nicked, and I couldn't connect. I'll rethink about rigs. I'll be doing another eel session later, because you get good vibes. But right, I'm gonna get set up. I'm on the little horseshoe for the last morning. I'm meeting Grandad at 12. They're spawning. Let's see if I can get one. Cheers, guys. Lads, this is ridiculous. I don't know how I'm gonna get one to take the bait. They are preoccupied. Mate, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Lads, I'm demoralised. I just had one on for 5 minutes. And then he got me around those lilies there. Damn. Oh, that would have been nice to end the series on, oh, well, the episode on, wasn't it? I nearly had him as well. He was running out, he was knackered. Oh, it ain't gonna be easy, is it? Damn. Try again, I guess. I came back on the big lake after catching that little one on horseshoe, but that feels better in the hands rather than a little babby. So, well chuffed, guys. I'll get a little closer look. There we go. So sorry about the grass, lads, but thanks for watching. I did it on the last day. I really wanted a decent one to finish it off, so, and I was shaking. I was so nervous I wasn't gonna get him in, but I did. I managed it. Gonna get home, edit the video, get it up to you, and hopefully you enjoy it. Tight lines, lads.